Noah Lyles, 8-time world champion. Olympic gold medalist, the fastest man alive. He just opened his 2026 season, not with the 60 meters, not with the 100, with the 300 meters, a race he has not run in 9 years, a race where he once held the world record. And now, he is coming for it again. On January 16th, 2026, Noah Lyles stepped onto the track at the Jimmy Carnes Invitational in Gainesville, Florida. It was his first race of the year, his season opener. Most sprinters start with the 60 meters indoors. Lyles did not. He chose the 300 meters, a race he had not run since 2017. The gun went off. Lyles exploded out of the blocks. He ran the first 200 meters fast. Then he kept going. He held off Ace Malone of the University of Miami. Malone ran 32.70. Lyles crossed the finish line in 32.60 seconds. He won by exactly 0.10 seconds. 32.60, a solid time, but not fast enough. The facility record at Gainesville is 32.58, set by Steven Gardiner of the Bahamas in 2023. Lyles missed it by 0.02 seconds. But that was just race 1. 3 days later, Lyles announced his next move. Boston, 300 meters, January 24th, 2026, season opener at the new Balance Indoor Grand Prix. He posted it on Instagram. The message was clear. He was not done with the 300 meters. On January 24th, Lyles raced again in Boston. He ran 32.15 seconds. He finished second. Jareem Richards of Trinidad and Tobago won in 32.14. 1/100th of a second separated them. But Lyles had dropped his time by nearly half a second from Gainesville. He was getting faster. And now, the sprint world is asking the same question. Why is Noah Lyles running the 300 meters? What is he targeting? The answer is simple. He wants the world indoor best, and he wants to prove he is the greatest sprinter of all time. Let's go back to 2017. Lyles was 19 years old. He had just turned professional with Adidas. He had signed out of high school, no college, straight to the pros. And in January 2017, he ran the 300 meters at the USA Indoor Championships in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He won, and he ran 31.87 seconds. At the time, that was the world indoor best. He broke the previous mark by 0.01 seconds. He was 19 years old, and he had just set a world best. But then, in 2022, Steven Gardiner ran 31.56. He broke Lyles' mark. The world best no longer belonged to Lyles, and Lyles has not forgotten. After his race in Gainesville, Lyles was asked about the 300 meters. He did not say much, but the message was clear. He is chasing that world best. He is chasing 31.56, and he believes he can break it. But why now? Why 2026? Because Lyles is coming off the best season of his career. In September 2025 at the World Championships in Tokyo, Lyles dominated. In the 100 meters, he won bronze, 9.89 seconds, not the result he wanted. He lost to Oblique Seville of Jamaica, who ran 9.77. But Lyles was not done. In the 200 meters, Lyles was unstoppable. In the semifinals, he ran 19.51, the fastest 200 meters of the year, the fastest time at a world championship since Usain Bolt in 2015. In the final, Lyles ran 19.52. He won gold, his 4th consecutive World Championships title in the 200 meters. He tied Usain Bolt's record, 4 straight world titles in the 200. Only 2 men have ever done that, Bolt and Lyles. I can't wait for 2027 to become the only man to win 5 200-meter titles, Lyles said after the race. I don't have good memories from Tokyo in 2021. At that time, I was depressed, but this time, I am energized. I love what I do, and I am happy. Then came the 4x100-meter relay. Lyles anchored the United States team. They won in 37.29 seconds, a world-leading time, gold medal, Lyles' 8th World Championship gold medal. 3 medals at the 2025 World Championships, bronze in the 100, gold in the 200, gold in the relay. Lyles left Tokyo as the star of the meet. He was back, and now, in 2026, he is targeting something different, The 300 meters. But the 300 meters is not just about the world best. It is about proving a point. Lyles has been vocal about his place in history. He has said he believes he is the greatest sprinter of all time. He has challenged the legacy of Usain Bolt. He has called himself the fastest man alive. And the critics have pushed back. They say Bolt is untouchable. They say Bolt's records will never be broken. They say Lyles is great, but he is not Bolt. Lyles does not agree. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, Lyles won gold in the 100 meters. He ran 9.79 seconds. He won by 0.005 seconds, the closest margin in Olympic history. He beat Keishane Thompson of Jamaica by 0.005 of a second. It was the photo finish of the century. But in the 200 meters, Lyles struggled. He ran 19.70. He won bronze, behind Letsile Tebogo of Botswana and Kenny Bednarek of the United States. After the race, Lyles revealed he had tested positive for COVID-19 2 days before the final. He raced anyway. He collapsed after crossing the finish line. He was taken off the track in a wheelchair. It was not the Olympic performance Lyles had dreamed of. He won 1 gold, but he wanted 2. He wanted the double. He wanted to cement his legacy. So now, in 2026, Lyles is back, and he is starting with the 300 meters, a race where he can dominate, a race where he can set a world best, a race where he can make a statement. Lyles is 28 years old, born July 18, 1997, in Gainesville, Florida. He grew up in Alexandria, Virginia. His parents both ran track at Seton Hall University. His younger brother, Josephus Lyles, is also a professional sprinter. Lyles was a gymnast as a child, but at age 12, he switched to track and field. He was fast, he was talented, and he loved the spotlight. At the 2016 U.S. Olympic trials, Lyles was still in high school. He ran 20.09 in the 200 meters. He broke the 31-year-old national high school record. He did not qualify for the Olympics, but everyone knew his name. After the trials, Lyles turned professional. He skipped college, he signed with Adidas, and he never looked back. In 2017, at age 19, Lyles set the 300-meter world indoor best. In 2019, he won his first world title in the 200 meters. He ran 19.83. He was 21 years old, and he was just getting started. In 2022, at the World Championships in Eugene, Oregon, Lyles ran 19.31. He broke Michael Johnson's American record, a record that had stood since 1996. Lyles became the 3rd fastest man in history over 200 meters. Only Usain Bolt and Johan Blake have run faster. 19.31, that is Lyles' personal best. That is the American record, and that is 0.12 seconds slower than Bolt's world record of 19.19. Can Lyles break Bolt's record? Maybe, but that is not what he is focused on right now. Right now, he is focused on the 300 meters, and he is focused on Steven Gardiner's 31.56. Lyles ran 32.60 in Gainesville. He ran 32.15 in Boston. That is a 0.45 second improvement in 1 week. If he keeps improving, 31.56 is within reach. Maybe even 31.50. Maybe even 31.40. And if Lyles breaks the 300-meter world best, it will send a message. It will prove he is still the most dominant sprinter in the world. It will prove he is not slowing down. It will prove he is still hungry. But Lyles is not stopping at the 300 meters. On February 14th, he will race the 200 meters at the Tyson Invitational in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It will be his first indoor 200 meters since 2021. And it will be another test, another chance to prove himself. Lyles has 9 national titles, 2 World Indoor silver medals, 8 World Championship gold medals, 1 Olympic gold medal. He is one of the greatest sprinters of all time, but he is not done. He wants more. He wants the 300-meter world best. He wants another Olympic gold in the 200 meters in 2028 in Los Angeles. He wants to break Bolt's 200-meter world record. He wants to be remembered as the greatest, and he is willing to say it. Some call it arrogance. Lyles calls it confidence. The sprint world is watching, and Noah Lyles is ready.